I swear, if you keep bringing more bugs into this house...
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Takara Transformers Legends Deluxe class, Blackarachnia. So here we are, and there she is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right here, you have a nice piece of artwork there of Blackarachnia, and I don't know what's going on here. You can tell a man drew this, because that's... what's going on there? She got work done, apparently. Anyway, on this side of the box, you have a picture of the toy there with the Predacon symbol. On the other side, you have that same piece of artwork. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shot. She's all like, Transform! And I don't know what this mouse is so happy about. I guess something on Twitter. I don't know. Why? And then you have these guys right here playing with Transformers and having a great time. Like, and on the bottom you have Sad Pac-Man! And Sad Pac-Man, who apparently put his collar on too tight. Bad doggy. Bad. That's basically it for the packaging. And included in the packaging, you do get the instruction sheet with that same piece of artwork right there. And there also is a little comic, which of course I can't read, but, you know, a little comic in here with the 3 fembots in this line right there, and even Megatron makes an appearance. He's wearing a hat. He's wearing a Crimsy cat. That's cute. And you see RC there, and Chromia and Windblade make an appearance too, wearing their little outfits. I don't know what's going on here, but I don't think I want to know, actually. But anyway, get some more stuff going on here. And apparently Blackarachnia, she hurts her chest. She's like, ow, I just bought these. Be gentle. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, moving right along, here we have Blackarachnia, who is a repaint, remold of animated Blackarachnia, and it's done up to look like the Beast Wars Blackarachnia, and it's a cool figure. I do like this mold. I do own the Blackarachnia mold, and we'll show her off with for comparisons here. But yeah, it's a very nice mold. That I do quite like, and we'll get in close here so you can see the details. Very nicely done, and I mean, if you already own this mold, I mean, nothing here is really going to surprise you. The one thing that was remolded here is this head section right here is a totally new mold, and there are some yellow transparent bits in there for the eyes, which looks really, really cool. And then you have these bits right here, which are made in transparent plastic, and they do have paint apps on both sides. They have paint apps on the outsides here, and they also have paint apps on the insides. There, little purple stripes are painted in as well, which looks really, really nice. And the colors on her are very nice, very crisp, very, very clean. Got the Predacon symbol right there. They just painted this whole panel on her back, on the back side here, red instead of just the little hourglass symbol itself. Don't know why they did that, but they did. But hey, it's a thing. It's a thing. But again, if you already own this mold, nothing here is really surprising you. It's just this remolded piece here for Beast Mode and the new head. But there you go. And of course, she does include her accessory, which is the little claw gimmick here. You just pull this out, and it's on a string. And you push this button, and it just boop, retracts back up. It's pretty cool. I always like that gimmick, and this just plugs into her butt right here. You see there are two posts right there, 2 ports right there. You just take it, and you just line everything up, push that on. There you go. Now you got the claw on her butt. Now you can extend this if you want, and this claw, which is done in a red transparent plastic, actually has a pretty tight joint there, so you can kind of, you know, just clasp it over something and have her hanging upside down, all creepy like. So there you have that. Unfortunately, this doesn't hold in that well. It does seem like this held in a lot better in the original version of the mold. On this version, it doesn't hold in as securely. But there you go. Articulation-wise, you know, these bits right here, which will become her robot mode chesticles. are on a ball joint here, so you can kind of angle these however you want. These front legs right here are on a hinge and a swivel. They're both hinged together, so they will swivel together, but they can move independently up and down. They are made of a soft plastic, and they are a soft plastic on the original mold, but these feel like a much softer plastic. There's a lot of flex here. I mean, they're very, very rubbery, and that's one thing I don't like, is that, you know, I wish they had a little bit more rigidity to them. But it is what it is. These legs right here are on a ball joint, nice tight ball joint, as well as a ball joint here. As obviously, as you can see, there's going to be her robot mode arms because the hands are just right there. There's nothing covering that up. These back legs here are on a ball joint. They can move up and down, in and out. You get a joint right here, and it only bends in about that much. And that's pretty much it for articulation in beast mode. Now for comparison, let's bring in some other updated Beast Wars dudes. There she is with Rhinox, right there. You can see how she scales with Rhinox. Here she is with Waspinator, right there. See how she looks with him. Here she is with Dinobot, right there. Here she is with Rat Trap. Let's see how they look together. And here she is with Cheetor. So there you go. Let's give you a little sense of scale here. And here she is with the original version of the mold. So you can see the differences here. Obviously, the major difference is the paint, and of course the re-sculpted head section here. You can see it's a totally different mold right there. But yeah, and again, like these legs on the original version of the mold are a soft plastic, but on this mold they just feel way softer, almost too soft. But again, it is what it is. What are you going to do about it, man? What are you going to do about it? But there you go. So let's just get down to transformation, shall we, lads? So let's just remove this. Put that off to the side. Excuse me. And we will start off by just opening this panel right here, getting her head out, and close that back up. And you're going to take this whole section here and just swing it around. You want to bring these sections up, and they will form her chest right here. You see there are actually little tabs right there. They're going to go into the slots right there. They don't lock in or anything. It's just a place for them to go. So you just plug that up like that. That makes her chest. And you just bring this the rest of the way around. You bring the legs down, straighten them out. And you want to take the section here, just bring it out. You want to rotate it like that, and there is a little peg there, and there's a little, not really a port, just a little indentation there for it to rest. It doesn't lock in or anything, it's just kind of a place for it to stop. And another thing to note also is that this bit right here, it does feel very, it feels like this is also done with a soft plastic, and I think it is because this whole bit right here is soft plastic. And I believe, yeah, and also that peg, it's all the same piece. So the peg that's going in here is also that soft plastic. So when you're rotating it, you feel it, you're feeling it like twist as you're rotating this, which does scare me a little bit. And I'm pretty sure the way to alleviate that is just to loosen up these two screws right there, and that should fix the problem, because that honestly does kind of scare me a little bit, because I feel like I'm going to end up just like shearing it off or something. So I think I am going to end up going in there with a screwdriver and just loosening up those screws so that doesn't give me that much resistance. Because it does, like, if you get this toy, you'll feel it. When you're turning this, you will actually feel that post, like twist. And it, honestly, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. But anyway, you can flip the little feet up. And then you got a leg all done. Second verse, same as the first. Just bring it out. And twist it around. And I have to do the same thing on this leg, loosen up those screws, because that's doing the same thing. Lift up her feet. There. There you got her legs done. Let me raise up a little bit here. Just a tad, just a smidge, just a dollop. And you want to take these legs here, you just want to rotate them and just bring them up against her back. You can do this, you can angle these however you wish. You do have a couple joints to work with here, so you can angle them how you want. You can even bring them down against her back if you want. It's totally up to you. You want to bring the spider butt up to her back like that. And then just bring her arms down and bring those forearms around. Bring those arms down, bring those forearms around. Now, I believe it is screen accurate to actually leave these pointed downward. You can flip them up if you want. Totally up to you. And once you've done that, you want to take her chest section here and you want to push it up, which is quite tight on mine. So you kind of get in there. There we go. And that'll close up that gap there in her neck. So once you've done that, you can now get her standing, hopefully. Let's see here. Whoop, come on. What just happened there? Straighten yourself out, girl. Posture! Posture! It's not ladylike. It's not ladylike at all. Don't slouch. Don't slouch. You're a lady. And I think we got her. There you go. There you have Blackarachnia in her robot mode. And it looks good. It looks cool. Getting closer on the head sculpt. Very nice head sculpt. I love the head sculpt. Looks really, really good. Very nicely done. Love the gold paint. Don't like the hair on her face though, but there you go. But yeah, very nice gold paint. Nice paintwork all around. And just wonderfully, wonderfully done head sculpt. And even painted in the little hourglass there on her forehead red, which looks very, very cool. And yeah, all around very, very nicely done head sculpt. Looks really good, really crisp, really clean. There is some pretty good light piping. Some light does come through. A little bit. I mean, her head's not really made for light piping, but actually the entire head is actually done in transparent plastic. It's just painted over, so that little bit of light will pass through it and make her eyes glow a bit, as you can see. So that works out pretty well. But yeah, she looks cool. I dig it. Definitely indicative of her Beast Wars animation model. Not completely, totally on point, but it's nice as far as some kind of update goes. So pretty cool. Articulation wise, her head is on a ball joint. It's on a very tight ball joint, but she can get a little bit of side movement. She can look down very far. She can't look all the way up. She can be all like squirrel. Were there any squirrel transformers? I don't remember. They should be, but they should be. Anyway, you do get rotation. Of course, you get that transformation joint right there, so you can make use of that in some way. The shoulders are on a ball joint, very tight ball joint too. The elbows also on very tight ball joint. Again, you can move these around if you want, angle them however you wish. Nothing at the wrist, so she does have the gorilla arms, if that's something that bothers you. But again, that was the way the original mold was. She does have a waist swivel. She also has an ab crunch, just due to the transformation. So you can make use of that. The hips are on a ball joint, so they can go forward, they can go backward. Not a lot of outward movement, though. That's pretty much as far out as they go. You do get a swivel at the top of the thigh right there, with pretty good range of movement. You do get about 90 degrees of bend there out to the knee, and you can just kind of wiggle her toes up and down. That's pretty much all you can do there. So there you have that. And of course, these back legs, you can angle them however you want, whatever way suits you. But there you go. But yeah, all around though, very nice paintwork. I like the gold paint here on the midsection. It looks really nice. The purple here is nice and vibrant. Looks really, really good, as well as the purple on her feet there. Looks very, very nice. They even painted her. They painted her her thumbs gold, which is nice. There's a lot of gold plastic on this toy. I don't know if this will suffer from gold plastic syndrome. I don't know if this thing will end up just disintegrating in a year or two. I don't know. Only time will tell. But I don't know. I think at this point now that's something that they have remedied. I don't think that's really an issue anymore. But still something that does make people worry a bit when they see gold plastic. But I honestly don't know if that's even a thing anymore. I think that might be something that has been remedied over time. But I don't know. Again, only time will tell if this will just, crumble in my hands one day. But of course, she can make use of her weapon here. There is the tab right here, and she has slots in the insides of her forearms. You can just take this and plug this into her hand. Oops. It doesn't plug in very securely, but it plugs in. You can kind of get some Spider-Man action going on there if you want. And if you also want to, another option here, she does have a slot behind her neck here, and you can peg this on. And again, this is really kind of too snug, but you can peg that in, extend that, and you can actually have her, dangling in robot mode like that. So again, nice little options here for, how you can use a little grapple claw here. So I dig that. But yeah, all around though, I think she's cool. I like her. So get her standing up here. Stand. You stand like a lady. Stand. There you go. Now for comparison, here she is with Dinobots. And we'll bring in Waspinator. You can see how they look together. There you have that. Here she is with Rat Trap and Rhinox. Okay, so you can see how they look together. They look pretty good together. And what else? Here she is with Cheetor, right there. And if I may make a request, can we please get a new Cheetor? Because this thing is just... Oh man! Can we please get a new Cheetor? Please. Please. Please? Please. Please? Please. Anyway. So we have that. Here she is with Megatron and Optimus Primal. Because, why not? There you go. What are you looking at? What's over there? Eyes up front. Eyes up front. There you go. So, there she is with those two. So you can see how they look. And what else have we got? Oh, and of course, here she is with the original version of the mold. The animated Blackarachnia. You can see there how, Again, I mean, obviously the differentiating paint schemes here, but also the remolded parts definitely do set them apart from each other. So it doesn't really, even though you are still holding the same toy in your hand, just what they remolded makes it really stand apart from the original version of the mold. So I do really like that and really appreciate it when that happens. So there you have that. And yeah, I mean, as far as Blackarachnia goes, I think it's cool. I think it's a nice update for the character. If you're looking for one, I mean, again, it's an animated mold, and as far as I'm concerned, you can't go wrong with animated molds because I think the animated molds were some of the best molds that we've gotten. I love the animated toys, so I think this is definitely a good way to give the Beast Wars Blackarachnia a nice update. I'm sure a lot of the Beast Wars purists will look at this and be like, oh, no, still not good enough. But honestly, I still think overall it's a very good figure. Like I said, the head sculpt is gorgeous. The remolding they did on the chest, even though for some reason this side, this boob doesn't want to stay where it's supposed to go. There you go. They want to stay lined up there. There you go. Sorry. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Had to readjust her boobs there. Sorry about that. Anyway. Should I put the warning at the beginning of this video? No, I don't have to do that. But anyway. But yeah, all around though, very cool figure. I originally was going to pass up on these figures on her and Nightbird and Slipstream, but I ended up changing my mind and buying them because, I kept looking at the pictures of them and I was like, you know what? They actually look really cool. And I'm happy I bought them. I'm definitely happy with my purchase, and I'm definitely liking all three of them. And we're going to take a look at all three of them. And yeah, I dig it. I think it's very well done. I mean, if Takara knows how to do anything, they know how to, do some remolding on a toy. And obviously their paint work is always superb. So, when they really put the work into it, they can make these figures look awesome. So, very, very cool. So, of course, if you would like a Blackarachnia of your own, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. I'm going to be putting these figures in with the Classics Generations playlist, because that seems to be where they fit. So you can check out that playlist, also linked in the description down below for any reviews you may have missed. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Takara Transformers Legends Deluxe Class of Blackarachnia, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.
Look, Waspinator knows that Silverbolt has feelings for you, but Waspinator can't hold it in anymore. In fact, Waspinator wrote you a song. Waspinator want to know what love is. Waspinator wants you to show him. Waspinator want to feel what love is. Waspinator knows you can show him. Waspinator, where'd she go? Oh, this is the last time Waspinator tried to serenade a woman. Who could not love Waspinator's angelic voice?